There are ships, and then there's this, an industrial mastodon drifting through the void, carrying humanity's last hope for colonization. A place where the walls hum with the pulse of artificial life, where sterile corridors conceal a truth colder than the vacuum outside. This is the expedition to Niflheim, a journey not for the privileged, but for the expendable. Welcome to the heart of the vessel, the home of the replaceables, bodies built for sacrifice, minds burdened with memories they didn't ask for. Step inside. The air is metallic, tinged with the scent of antiseptic and recycled oxygen. There are no grand observation decks, no luxurious chambers for the elite, only a maze of corridors, steel-plated and dimly lit, where shadows stretch unnaturally against the flickering emergency lights. On the lower decks, past the laboratories and the officers' quarters, lies a space few dare to acknowledge. A dormitory stripped of identity. No personal effects, no comforts, just a row of capsule-like bunks stacked against the walls, each one identical to the next. There's no privacy here, only the quiet hum of machinery, the occasional creak of metal, and the steady beep of biometric scanners monitoring each occupant. The replaceables don't own these rooms, they occupy them until they don't. To the left, a storage unit, but not for supplies, for bodies. The cold chamber. Stainless steel drawers line the walls, each containing a perfect copy of a human being, suspended in an artificial limbo, waiting for their turn. The number stamped on each drawer isn't a name, it's an expiration date. A reminder that in this place, identity is as fleeting as life itself. In the center, the cloning facility, the heart of the system. This is where replacements are born, or reborn. A chamber filled with glass tanks, swirling with a thick, translucent fluid. Inside, partially formed figures float in eerie stillness, their features barely distinguishable, like unfinished sculptures. Some will wake up, others won't. But it doesn't matter. A new one can always be made. Beyond the lab, a common area, if it can be called that. A steel bench bolted to the floor, a screen displaying messages from command, orders, protocols, reminders of their purpose. No entertainment, no distractions, only function. The replaceables do not live here. They exist here, waiting for the next mission, the next order, the next death. And then, a door at the far end. The airlock, the final threshold. The place where a life ends so another can take its place. The ship doesn't mourn the lost, it simply replaces them. This isn't a home, it's a system, a cycle of use and disposal, wrapped in cold efficiency. To the officers, it's progress. To the replaceables, it's a sentence. Look closer. Every detail tells a story. A single bunk left unmade, its occupant already erased. A worn-out jumpsuit with a faded number, discarded in a corner. A handprint on the glass of a cloning pod. Proof that someone, for a fleeting moment, fought to exist. Mickey Barnes isn't just another clone. He's an anomaly. An imperfection in a process that demands perfection. He remembers too much. He questions too much. In a place designed to erase individuality, he dares to hold on to it. And that makes him dangerous. When people talk about Mickey 17, they think of Niflheim, the frozen wasteland, the struggle for survival. But in reality, it all starts here. In these lifeless corridors, in these cold chambers, in the silence of a ship that does not care who lives or dies, as long as the mission continues. So now I ask you, if you woke up one day and realized you were nothing more than a replacement, a copy of a copy, how long before you started to fight back? This isn't just science fiction. It's a reflection of a reality we refuse to confront. A world where some are deemed indispensable, while others are created simply to be discarded. But what happens when the system begins to crack? When a clone refuses to follow its predetermined fate? Deep within the ship, a whisper of rebellion stirs. A malfunction in the records, a missing file, an anomaly in the chain. Perhaps Mickey Barnes isn't the first to wake up and ask the forbidden question, what if I am more than just a number? Drop a comment below. Do you think this is just a story, or is it a warning?